My name is David Schram. I normally attend the second service at Mount Nebo Methodist Church, and Mount Nebo has been a blessing to me. I guess today we're going to talk about the giant of anger, and I guess in my life there's been, I guess the longest ongoing giant of anger, I guess is my son's drug addiction, and just to battle with that, and it's been just ongoing, and it just I think at first, I guess anger is a funny thing because it's, I guess most people have, in actuality it's a secondary emotion, but I think there's a lot of anxiety, fear, and frustration. I think it comes with that, and then it leads to anger, I guess. But and God has helped me just immensely with that, just dealing with that, and putting things in its place, I guess I say. But and then just dealing with just situations at work. Tina's I guess illness. She's had cancer and MS, and just working through those. Sometimes we always ask why something happens to us, but God has a plan, and sometimes it took me a few years to realize that He's always with us, and it helps you through. And a lot of times you blame yourself, and then you blame other people, but in actuality, you're here, and how you deal with things is how you're measured, and that's just a great thing with God. He's always there in any situation. He's always there for us, and He's helped me just through countless. I mean, everyday incursions, everyday situations that come up. You wonder why things happen, and anymore I don't even ask. I just deal with it the best you can. I know He's there, and He gives you that peace that we just can't understand. So. When I was younger, I really didn't care. Or my life was a lot simpler because you didn't really care. You only worried about yourself. And then as God works in your life, you realize that that's not the thing to do. And I think, and for me, I say, I built walls around myself to protect myself, and that's the way I was raised. I mean, you didn't worry about any of the other people's problems. You just did what you had to do for yourself and your family, and that's all you worried about. But I've since learned that that's not what God has planned for us. So, but yeah, I mean, when you don't care about anybody, nobody can get to you. And life was a lot simpler because you was in this little room or box, so to say. But that's not what God had planned for us. And I think when you open your heart up to situations that God puts on your heart, you realize that what it says is, don't be surprised by any of the evil that happens in this world, because it'll come at you, and it definitely does. Like I say, God gives you. I don't think God gives you more than you can take, but I think He's with you every step of the way. I guess going back to the when I was younger, and I guess the word I wanted to use was I was emotionally unavailable, and I was that way to my wife and my family for a lot of years, and that I mean, that, like I say, you didn't care about if somebody made you mad. You just didn't care. That's the way I was, and I'm ashamed to say that, but now God gives God is always there on your shoulder, and He changed your way of thinking, or He has mine, and that's a pretty powerful thing. I guess when God puts something on your heart, He just doesn't let you go. Like in Matthew, it says about the 99, He'll leave the 99 to hunt you down, and that's absolutely true. He'll hunt you down, and he'll stick with you. Anxiety and just that anger, it eats at you. So it's like a cancer that eats at you, because I think first you blame yourself, and then you blame your wife, then you blame everybody else. But you just have to realize things happen, and I guess how you deal with them is 90% of what happens to you. It's what God measures you by. Most men I think their wives accuse them of not talking to them, or like I said, I think I'm not the only one who suffers from that emotionally unavailable thing. I think because I think if most men would admit it, you get caught up in your job, career, and whatever else you're involved in at the time, and that's all you think about, and that's I think that's an affliction. I think probably most people have, men or women. I think it's that me first attitude. I think it's so prevalent, and especially nowadays, I guess it's. But yeah, I was afflicted with it, and like I say, I think I don't know if I'll ever defeat the giant of anger, but I can deal. God's given me the tools to deal with a lot better than I used to, and I think I put things in a proper place, and I guess looking back, I think you're in denial. You don't, people hurt you, and then the old wounds of the past, you just buried them and you didn't talk about them. So, they didn't matter, but they actually do. Everything in your life matters. I think how you handle it is what God puts on your heart. So, for me anyway, that's how it's been. I can only speak for me, but yeah, I just praise God that He's had patience with me, because I've got a lot of idiot in me, and like I say, I just come from, we just had a lot of, I don't know, I guess, I'm not sure what you call it. Probably you were raised the same way. You just worded it with your own thing. That's how things were done. But that's kind of wrong, because you have to be mindful of other people. For myself, I would, you'd blow up. And I think most men do that, or most people. You blow up, and you're mad and you're angry, but you really don't know what you're angry at. And because, like I say, there's always secondary emotions that are at play. And there's anxiety of a situation at work. There's anxiety of just the world around you. And then I think sometimes you can't process it all. And I think it comes out as anger. And it just I think everybody feels it. And like I say, I think we just have to let God use us and educate us, I think, to deal with it. I know, like I say, just a few years back, we started going to church a lot more regular, and because there's always this piece missing in our lives. I mean, when I was baptized, I was probably in my early 20s, but then I kind of backslid, and like I said, I didn't worry about anything else. And then you realize, you'll get older, you realize that there's got to be more. And there's much more. A lot of mistakes you made in the past, you have to deal with them. They never go away; they're always there. So you have to deal with them. So that's kind of my little story on anger.